Hi, I'm back. Yesterday, I talked about not wearing your shoes in the house, and a couple things went through my head last night. The rug that I said, we all take our shoes off at down the hall, that gets so dirty in itself. Just pebbles, dust, dirt that I have to vacuum a lot. So if you leave your shoes on and you walk through the house, all that stuff is just drugged through your house. The other thing, like when your kids wear their shoes to school, they all wear shoes to school. So anyway, when they go to school, or if you work in a hospital or you visit a hospital, those are the two dirtiest, germiest places known to man or known to a germ freak. So if you go to a hospital, they drip blood on the floor. There are diseases there. You're walking through that. Those germs, bacteria, viruses, whatever, they're on surfaces for a long time. It's a proven fact, not just my germ freak knowledge. So anyway, then you drag that stuff in your house. Okay, now at night, you're walking through your house barefoot, whatever, you go to get in bed. You have now put those germs from a hospital, from a school, from wherever, the parking lot, like I talked about, into your bed. Oh my gosh, it's so disgusting. So anyway, okay, so I'm done with that. They were just things that I thought of last night that I didn't mention. Today, like yesterday I mentioned, I was going to talk about my iRobots, which are the best invention. So what happened was at Christmas, my 21-year-old was trying to figure out something to buy me. He bought me one. Within 4 days of using it, I ordered myself another one because it is that amazing. And then 4 months later, I bought another one. So they are the best thing ever. I kind of keep them down here in my pantry. Trying to get it for you. There they are. They're plugged in on their little stands, and you unplug them and they make that little noise. And then all you do is wrap a Swiffer cloth around this pad, lay it down, take the machine, and there's two little bumps on the bottom. You just lay that, clicks on, and then you press start. And it takes off. So it is wonderful. I love it. So it goes back and forth. It might not, it'll go straight, turn around and come back, and then all of a sudden it might jet towards the right and take off heading the other direction. But it'll run for like 2.5 hours at a time. And then it normally, sometimes it'll turn off because it loses signal with these little towers, which are right here. That little tower lights up and gives off a signal. Sometimes it loses signal, so it kind of turns off. You just restart the button. And then for upstairs, I'm going to go upstairs. I set them right at the edge of the steps. It's amazing. There's a little sensor on the bottom of it. So even when it gets near the edge of the steps, it feels that it's not supported on the bottom, and it'll stop. Here, there you go. And it will literally back up and turn around because it doesn't feel supported. And then it'll go, and I'll turn them on and I'll run them. I have all my bedrooms up here. And then if I want it to go in a bedroom like that one, I'll leave the door open. So he will eventually start here, make his way down the hall, and then enter that bedroom and work in there for a while. And then after 2.5 hours, it shuts off just like that. Then you hear it. So they're so amazing. And before we get down steps, I used to every night my floors have to be totally clean. I told you I don't have shoes in my house. I don't have pets in my house, but I don't even like fuzzies on my floor. I don't like dust. There's so much dust in the air. Like when you dust your house, which I hate to do, but when you dust, within 2 hours, there's a film of dust again. Well, that same stuff's on my floors, which I hate. So I run those floor cleaners every day. And then at night, after everybody comes home and they go to bed, I turn them back on and clean up all the dirt from everybody coming in and out through the day. And then I used to, at night, after everything, you cook supper, you clean it up, which takes 10 years. I don't know why. The cleanup is so horrible. And then you pack everybody's lunch and you see everybody. My older kids come in later, and then putting my little guy to bed. After all of that, I used to take this Swiffer and Swiffer the entire downstairs, which was a huge added time thing for me to take the time to do it. But for my peace of mind, I had to do that before I went to bed, or it drove me nuts. I love to get up in the morning, have a perfectly clean house. I know my floors are perfectly clean because at night I Swiffered them right before I went to bed. So that just gives me peace of mind. But with my little robots, oh, best thing ever. I can turn them on and I leave the house. I do it all the time. I might put them down, put them on. Now that I have 3, I'll put 2, turn them on, leave, and then after they run for 2.5 hours and they shut off, I come home and they're just sitting in the middle of the floor. I put them on their charger. They charge for maybe an hour and they're ready to go again. And then on my basement floor, I have like a concrete that's stained, so it's real smooth. I put them down there, put the little light up towers down there, and they go around and clean my basement floor. It has cut down my cleaning time on Swiffering so much because I'll put them in a bedroom and shut the door, flip up the area rugs, and turn them on and let them go. They go underneath the bed. They get in little cracks and crevices almost better than I can reach with my long Swiffer. So they really are amazing. And then they have a special tray. I don't know if I want to call it a tray. A special one of these. You see the little blue thing on it? You fill that with floor cleaner. And I see fuzzies on it. You fill it with floor cleaner and you put a wet Swiffer on it and you turn it on and it goes back and forth mopping your floor. Again, it's awesome. I mean, of course, it's not going to mop it as perfectly as I would. But, it doesn't hit every single area. But to get the main traffic areas where, I feel like even though we take our shoes off and I Swiffer constantly, your floor still, there's still dirt that comes off of it. So these wet Swiffers or wet Swiffer iRobots work perfect because then once in a while I just put them on when everybody goes to bed. There's not going to be anybody walking in it. And they do so great. Now that runs for maybe like an hour and a half and then it shuts off. But again, so helpful. So these definitely huge, awesome investment, I should say, and invention. It was like $250. You get one liquid one to use, one that's just for dry Swiffers, and then you get reusable pads. So there's like one that you can use for wet and then use it and wash it if you don't want to buy the Swiffer ones to throw away all the time. I like those because I think they pick up better. But then you can also, there's a dry cloth I think it's white that comes with it. The wet one is blue. And you can put it on. And then you're not wasting money on cloths or anything like that. But literally, best invention, best purchase. My favorite cleaning tool by far. No, it sounds weird that people have favorite cleaning tools, but I do. So, well, that's all I'm going to talk about today. Hope you like this video. Again, give me a comment of something that you do that is a helpful cleaning tip. I love to hear about it. I love to learn. I hope you like this. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow. Thanks. Oh yeah, that's right. 2 things to live by. Be clean and be kind. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.